why are film festivals important to filmmakers? And I'm going to throw it over to Joel to give us his insight first.
Festivals are important for filmmakers because we're lucky to have this kind of structure in place, which if you think of something like a band, a musician, there is no system in place to guarantee that if something is good, it will make it. I've seen some of the best bands I've ever seen have no record deal or no distribution because they don't have like a festival, where a festival is set up where the best films made that year will absolutely be seen by audiences, journalists, agents, managers, producers, distributors, whatever it may be. And the whole idea that festivals only look at films if they have a big star or a big budget or it's made by a known director, that's no reputable festival I've ever heard of would ever consider passing on a film that's good just because it doesn't have the right people or the right backing behind it. So it doesn't matter who you are or where you live or how much resources you have. You've told a great story, a good story through a unique perspective, which is what festivals are looking for. You will succeed. And so that's how I've found my career through festivals.
That's really great insight there. Thank you, Joel, for that response. Deanna, I want to throw this question to you first, particularly because of your involvement with the Oscars. Many people might think that, as Joel was kind of alluding to, that it has to be big name directors and, big stars that are part of the films that get into it. But they actually have a shorts department or category as well, 3 of them. So tell us about how you find that even big award ceremonies like the Oscars are important for all sorts of filmmakers.
Yeah, well, the Oscars is still kind of new to me, but I did judge the Student Academy Awards this year, and they have a narrative category, a documentary category, and an animation category. They also have a screenplay category. It's called the Nickel Screenplay Competition, and I judged that too. I signed up to judge everything just because, it's lockdown, and I want to see cool new work. But they also have a YouTube channel with some really informative little videos that anyone can access. You don't have to be part of the Academy to do that. But there's so many festivals too. I looked it up last night. Wikipedia said there are 3,000 in the US, but I went on Film Freeway and there were 10,654 festivals. So part of it is finding the festival that kind of is like your interests and that fits your films. And, why to go? You share your work, you see new work, you get inspired, you meet new friends, and you get to party with your peeps.
So true. I think that's half the fun, is getting to see people that you don't maybe see very often, especially if it's a festival out of town. So great insight there. John, let's bring it to you. Why do you feel like festivals are important for filmmakers?
I think I mentioned this earlier, but I think there's this community aspect to it. As filmmakers, sometimes we work with a smaller group of people that we collaborate with. Or we work in a certain city or town or state and are kind of limited by those experiences, not in a bad way necessarily, but still it can be kind of a limited view and perspective of what's happening out there. And I think you've got to go and see films from all over the place. And that's one of the great opportunities in film festivals, is seeing all these, as Joel put it, like unique perspectives and viewpoints from all over. So that could be all over your state. It could be regional, it could be national, it could be international. And I think, I just think there's a lot of value in that. I also think if you're interested in participating in film festivals, as in submitting your film to film festivals, you've got to go see those films and see what other people are making, be part of that, that larger community and that larger awareness of kind of what films are trending right now. I went to Sundance while I was in college. I drove out there just to experience it. Been to South by and Tribeca. I've been to all the big festivals. And even when I'm not participating in the film festival as a filmmaker or panelist, I'm inspired when I go there, and I come back with this new energy about filmmaking, and that's wonderful. We need motivation and enthusiasm as filmmakers to keep us going.
I think those are really great points, and to consider that film festivals are not just about submitting programs and winning awards. It's the exposure to other art and cultures and perspectives, and like you said, we need inspiration. So yeah, great reason to go to festivals, even if you're not submitting to it. Jackson, what about you? What are your thoughts on how festivals help filmmakers?
I mean, everyone touched on a lot of important things about what makes festivals important, and I think that for me, it's definitely the community aspect. And I mean, festivals in the name. There's like a festival atmosphere and energy when you're at these events, and it makes you excited about watching movies, about talking about movies, about meeting filmmakers and people who just love movies. It's just a great collection of people who are all there for the same thing, and it's hard to have a bad time at a film festival. So just at the very least, it's a great time.